Just so proud of my team. I thought they played a perfect game, just great tempo in the game. I mean, a lot of respect to Maryland. They're a great team. And for us to come out and just play just some really mature basketball, just really excited.
What second half, you hit 7 of your first shots. I mean, not like you shot bad in the first half
right.
either, but what did you guys do? Anything?
Everything we've been practicing. They just kind of took it from practice and just put it right into game plan. I mean, we've been playing with a lot of confidence here in the last couple weeks, and I mean, they're running with their team right now. I'm managing it. They're running with it.
What do you mean by playing really mature basketball?
Just, understanding like from the Duke loss, like tempo and pace and what we need to do to correct that. And we knew we didn't want to get in a track meet with Maryland, and just a lot of poise throughout the game. We did everything we needed to do to win that game.
How important do you think it was, and this could be for the coach or the players, that you all were hitting a lot of threes early? I think you had 8 for the game, and probably the most you made in the game this season.
Frankie was 3 for 4, so.
When they're feeling it, just let it fly,
I thought it definitely helps on the offensive and defensive end when we're knocking down shots. It really gives us confidence going throughout the game.
Do you think a play that kind of signified how bad you guys wanted this was when Lexi takes off on the steal, gets fouled hard, throws up the wild shot that goes in, bangs into the thing, and then,
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of maybe was a good symbol.
It was kind of similar plays in Florida State game. You get a few of those in a game, and then the crowd gets into it, momentum, and you just feel good. I mean, everybody just feels good about where we're at. So big plays like that. SI had one too.
Greg, did you get pumped up when you see something like that? I mean, you probably were scared at first.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw a shot go in, I went crazy. And then I looked and I was like, oh, because, us old ladies, we have to stick together. So I was like, man down. But, I mean, Faith came in and, knocked down the free throws. And it was just from there, everyone was pumped and hungry the whole game. Mm-hmm. So that was just exciting to see and be in that environment.
What does it tell you guys about yourselves that you take the lead with the 11-0 run to start the second half? In the last 14 minutes of the game, they never got close with the 4 points. And they're big bad Maryland, and you guys are up-and-comers. And what does it tell you guys about yourselves that you never crumbled and never let them get the lead?
I just think it shows that we're a resilient team, and we're really starting to come into our own, especially being able to put these 2 big wins together. I think that we're starting to show everyone that this is the team that we're going to be, and just establishing an identity for ourselves.
How did you feel about being able to sort of hang with Maryland rebounding-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Maryland comes in plus 13. You all come in minus 3, I think, this season. And Maryland winds up with just a kind of a plus 2 for the game. And actually, I think you out-rebounded Maryland for the half. If my memory is correct, Maryland was at plus 5 at halftime.
I mean, it was an emphasis of ours, and we knew we had to keep Thomas off the glass in particular. And, I mean, when our team's really good about taking direction, and when they're confident like they were tonight, they will follow it to a T. And I felt like they really understood the importance of that today. They really knew that we had to give them one shot, and a tough shot, and not give them second chance points.
Like you said, old ladies, for you and Kelsey and Lexi, to go out the last time to play Maryland, your last time, Virginia's last time as ACC members in the regular season, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I think it was huge. I know that in the past, like before Kelsey and I got here, we thought of that as a rivalry game. We would always split when we would play them twice. So it just feels good to really go out with a bang, especially since in the last couple years, then we haven't really even competed well with them. So, I mean, it means a lot. And then being from Maryland, on top of it, I know for Kelsey and I, it just feels great.
Kelsey, did you do all your talking out on the court or what?
I don't know.
He's not a trash talker.
Not a trash talker.
Well, I mean, what does this mean for you? I mean, the same thing that's right.
It's huge. I just know for me personally, last time we played them, I went down with an injury, and just this game just really signified, I think, that I'm back and that my knee's okay and that everything's okay. And I'm just really proud of everyone. Everybody brought it. Everybody followed the game plan, and we executed down the stretch, and we were really mature.
How is your mindset as a team maybe different now than it was a week ago?
Right?
Once again, I mean, I keep saying it, but I think that confidence is just the key word. We're proving to ourselves more and more that we can play with these big teams. And, you know, we've had a lot of talks about being the underdogs and kind of the David and Goliath story. And so anytime that you can get an upset or shock the world, it's just huge. It's a confidence booster. And I think that as a team, we feel like if the 11 of us girls and the 4 coaches believe that we can win a game, then we can win a game.
You mentioned you getting hurt in this game last year. Is a game like this, where it's a huge win for your program, and you have 24 points, I mean, does that kind of make all that hard work of rehab all
Yes,
worth it?
it does. It means a lot. You know, the first couple months coming back, you know, it's hard, but just getting in the swing of things and just having my teammates behind me the whole time really makes it special.
What does that mean for Kelsey to see her come back like that?
I mean, I just think it's amazing. I mean, I've lived with Kelsey all 4 years. You know, when Kelsey was going through the tougher times of the ACL, like coming back, then I just remember like sitting in a room with her at 2 a.m. just talking, just trying to figure things out and, you know, keep her spirits lifted. So I don't think I've ever seen somebody work as hard to come back, and for her to be so confident on her leg and not even, you know, play passive or hesitant, it's just huge for us as a team. And with her being a leader on the team, we need that.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the way your team protected the ball tonight? Is that
Mhm.
something else that you've seen
Yeah.
progression as the season worn on? Because
Yeah.
again, 8 turnovers
Yeah.
is a phenomenally low number
Yeah.
against anybody, let alone against
Yeah, we've talked about it, and again, all I can keep saying is that they're just maturing in so many ways, where we really emphasize in practice or, you know, pregame, like these are the things we have to do, and they've delivered on all of them, and it helps, you know. I mean, I think we got some good guards that can handle it, you know. I mean, we had Bree and Tiff in there early, and then you settle them down, and Kelsey's in there, and we share the basketball, and I mean, I would just use the word maturity right now.
I would have told you only 5 players would score. You said you're going to be Maryland.
Oh, you know, we'll take it however we can get it.
Is this, I mean, for all 3 of you, I mean, obviously it was your first year in Tennessee here. How does this rank up there?
Yeah, you know what? For me, and these guys can speak differently, but for me, the feeling in the locker room going on, it was a great. I mean, a lot of respect to Maryland. They're a great team. So to go into the locker room and feel like it's not like we won a national championship. It's like, you know what? We belong here. We belong at the top of the ACC. We can do this. And so it's just a game at a time, and it's been a process for this program. And these girls are on a special journey, and I just said just a game at a time. So it's not like we lose our minds. It's like, you know, this game made our season. It's a great stepping stone to the future.
Joanne, how nice is it to just be able to reach over and turn on that button on face back and just sit her out in the game and watch her start throwing stuff up and make it go in?
You know?
Well, she's on a roll.
She is. Try not to mess with it.
Is this, you talked about beforehand, the Tennessee win and then the win against at Maryland with 2 of your favorites. Is this now your new number 1?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, they're leaving the ACC. What better way to send them off than with a loss?
How nervous at all? You played, she had 4, SI
Mhm.
4. You put SI back in fairly early.
Yeah.
Were you just kind of playing? You had to play Sarah Beth a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah,
How
she did fine. Yeah, you just, you know, I trust this one. You know, I do this with Sarah. Please. But she played really smart down the stretch. She really did. And I think the guards really came in and helped her when they got touches inside. They doubled down, and so it prevented, I think, from her getting some early fouls. But she knew she had to stay in the game for me. So yeah, I think it was huge. But again, I wasn't going to pull her out on her 4th. You know, I trust her. You know.
Were you kind of playing the game? I mean, I think SI checked in and Melissa Thomas checked in with 4 fouls.
Had no idea.
Okay.
I just went with it. Wasn't paying attention.
I mean, you limited everybody else.
Yeah. She got hers, yeah.
But was that part of it?
No, not necessarily. It wasn't like retain everybody and let Alyssa go off. It's just she's a great player. I mean, she's hard to stop. I mean, she's just really hard to stop. And but again, I thought we did a great job. If she's going to get hers and minimize everybody else's, then, you know.
Your free throws on the stretch.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I mean, they were fouling us about 3 minutes left in the game. So, but I mean, that's veterans stepping up. With Kelsey, Lexi, Frankie, and Faith, right? All 4 of them, you know.
Joanne, when did you see this team turn the
obviously last week at Duke didn't go the way you wanted to, but then you bounced back.
I mean, we had it. I would say we had it. I mean, Notre Dame game. I think we went on the road. The thing that, for me, that happened at Duke, we went down there and we played too fast. That's what happened. We just played too fast. We didn't play our style, and that we got in a hole and we couldn't get ourselves out of it. And Duke played probably one of the best games that they've ever, of this year, and we played our worst. So for me, I can throw that one out the window and say, other than that, the progression of this team has really been, since the start of. Since the Notre Dame game.
How long ago was that Michigan game seem like right now?
Forever. Yeah, it seems forever ago. I mean, it kind of was, especially having that break in between. But, I mean, it's basketball, so you have to have a short memory. And the beauty of it is you play, win or lose, with the Michigan game or the Duke game, then you play another game later that week. So, got to have a short memory.